Do you want to attract more love in your life? Do you want to attract the perfect person for you? Well, I'm going to share 3 tips that actually work. My name is Linda G. Robert. I'm your Back in the Groove Again coach, and I'm here to help you live your best life right now so that you can love what you do. Tip number 1 is to sit down and write out your ideal day. Now, this might require you to close your eyes and to visualize your ideal day, to actually allow yourself to dream and to create images that will tell you, give you an idea, help you see what you want in your ideal day with a partner. So you close your eyes, and it might be, first thing in the morning, you wake up with your partner beside you. He wakes up, he makes a cup of coffee, and he brings it to you, wakes you up with a nice kiss on the cheek, and so on. I want you to allow yourself to really feel and really see all the different images of your ideal day. So first, you want to visualize your ideal day, and then you want to write it out. Write down exactly what your ideal day was, exactly what you saw and how you felt in your ideal day. And then you put that on the side. You just put it aside. Now, you might want to review your written ideal day. You might want to visualize your ideal day every day. And then you'll notice that you start feeling it. You might not yet believe it, but you are starting to feel and to have an idea of what it's like to be in your ideal relationship. Now, the next thing I'm going to suggest that you do is to write yourself a affirmation. And I'm going to share a few affirmations with you right now. These are just examples of affirmations. I am deserving of love and happiness in my life. I radiate love and attract it effortlessly in my life. I am a magnet for healthy and loving relationships. And one that I want to share with you is mine, my personal one. I am excited, secure, and content in a mutually loving and blissful relationship with an amazing man. So once you write down your affirmation, you want to repeat your affirmation several times during the day, but it's not just repeating the words, it's feeling those sensations. I am excited and I'm content in a mutually loving and blissful relationship with an amazing man. So you want to say the words, but also feel the words. You might also want to close your eyes when you repeat the affirmation to yourself. You might want to look in the mirror and read out the affirmation. I'm a magnet for a healthy and loving relationship. I'm surrounded by loving and supportive people. Because, at first I was talking about you want to attract love in your life. It could be a supportive network as well as a loving partner. Here's another one. I attract a partner who loves and cherishes me unconditionally. So again, when you're saying it, say it with meaning. Feel that love. Feel how he is or she is cherishing you unconditionally. So that's tip number 2, is to write out an affirmation and to read it out loud, to share it with your friends. And when you do read it, feel those affirmations. And tip number 3 is to look for clues. Look for any type of indication that this could be happening. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Several months ago, I started with my affirmations. Now, I had written the perfect story years ago, and I had let it go. And every now and then, every few months or so, and almost every year in some cases, I would start feeling that need, that desire again. But I often let it go, and I didn't always keep it in my energy levels. I didn't. But a few months ago, I started putting more emphasis on it. I started putting more focus on it. And I did write out the affirmation that I read to you. And then I kind of let it go. I didn't even think about it at all, to be honest with you. And then I remember going to a fruteria. That's where they sell fruits and vegetables. I remember going there and bumping into somebody that I thought was attractive. And I thought, wow, he's attractive. And he smiled at me and I smiled at him. And that was it. That was it. And then a few weeks later, a few weeks after that, I did go to a restaurant bar and there was a man sitting beside me. And I noticed him. I noticed how attractive he was. We talked a little bit, but nothing more than that. And a couple of days after that, I saw him in a different restaurant. And I took a chance and I said hi to him. How are you? I remember seeing you at the Goat Bar. And we just chatted a few minutes. And then I went on my walk. And coming back, he was still there. So we chatted a little bit longer. And then, of course, a few weeks later than that particular day, we saw each other again in a restaurant. But this time he had a lady friend with him. I still talked with him. But the idea of me, getting to know him had changed. It had changed a little bit. But I knew by then that I was going to meet somebody. I didn't know when, but I knew that I was going to meet somebody. So you notice how when I repeated the affirmations, I repeated them, I started looking for clues. I started looking for hints that I could meet somebody, because at first I didn't believe that I could meet somebody. I didn't really believe it. I felt that I could, but I didn't know that it could happen. And then I started looking for clues and I got the clues, and it certainly gave me the impression, yeah, you're going to meet somebody someday. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you will meet somebody someday. And so those beliefs started changing, but I had to look for those clues. I had to also step out of my comfort zone and smile more. I had to step out of my comfort zone and talk more, approach somebody that I was attracted to. I had to do that. But the rest was really up to what I call the big guy. And then a month or so later, I moved back to Canada. I'm in a trailer park, and guess what? I met somebody. I met somebody, and we get along really, really well. And it's really hard for me to believe it, but it's true. I actually have met somebody in a day. And it might not happen in a day. It might not happen in a month. It might not happen in weeks, or even in years. But by practicing those very simple tips, those strategies, visualizing your ideal day, writing out your ideal day, writing out those intentions and saying them out loud and sharing them with other friends, and looking for those clues, looking for those little hints that it could happen. That's going to start changing your beliefs, and you're going to start actually believing and that it's true, that you will meet somebody. And then next thing you know, perfect opportunity happens and you meet somebody, and it doesn't always work out perfectly. Like in my case, he happens to be the perfect man for me. It might not always work out that way, but that would be another hint that it could happen to you as well. So this is Linda G. Robert. I am your Back in the Groove Again coach. I'm here to help you live your best life right now so that you can love what you do and love who you're with as well, and love yourself more as well, of course. Stay tuned for more great videos as I reveal more and more information about having love in our 60s or even in our 40s or 30s or whatever age you are, because the tips that I shared with you apply to any age group. See you soon. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to like this video too. Take care. Bye.